Hi guys, it's me, Amina Anwar Official, back in the World War III series, and these are gonna be like some of the last few parts of this war. Now, there are a lot of changes since the last episode, and that's actually because I had to do a lot of changes off screen, since I could not record for a while because there was some problem with my storage. And I don't know if this problem was solved or not, but probably not, but just in case. So, and during the war, right now it's 21-114 in the war. And in 21-112, this is what the world looks like. You can see a lot of crazy things about new republics, lots of fights down here, up here, invasions, all that kind of stuff. And on 6th of December 21-112, that's the most dangerous day of World War III, because it had more deaths than the rest of the war combined. Yes, exactly. It provided 81% of the death and destruction in the war, which means just that day and the year itself, 91% of the destruction and death. But now it's 21-114. And this is the last year I'm going to make the war actually happen. So Germany sets its sights here on Estonia, Finland, and Sweden. Just like it always does. Germany goes drills Estonian troops and reduces its size. It then tries to conquer France, like always, because Germany always tries to take France. Germany and Italy have also now formed a union, and they score up against Greece, which is trying to form the Balkan Union. Meanwhile, Turkey goes deep into Germany in a last-effort ditch to save Europe. But these forces are quickly obliterated. Now Greece needs to do something. So it fights up. The U.S. have kind of been weakened a little because of independence of Alaska. However, the U.S. has a plan to take over Latin America, and along with Japan, because the U.S. supports Germany, even though the other countries they do not, Japan and the U.S. they both support Germany. And this is America's plan to split Latin America in half with Japan. But they actually achieved it in 21-113, but they lost it eventually. And 21-114. Yeah, that's basically what happened. Okay, now Africa is looking a bit different now. Libya, they're fighting Chad. They dig deep into Chad until they're stopped at this point, and finally Egypt decides it's had enough and tries to take Libya. It succeeds, giving itself a larger axis of something. Tunisia is back. Italy has mostly been just kicked out of Africa. This is now Palestine, this is Lebanon, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, 2 UAEs, Yemen, Oman, Southern Arabia. The Pakistan-India war is actually pretty interesting, though. Bangladesh is scoring in, but India isn't going to let that slide. So India starts fighting back, but there's not much I can do if Pakistan is here. And eventually India surrenders and changes sides, and this is the official border now. Well, Bangladesh has intercepted this region. And as Bhutan, if I'm not mistaken, has scratched but got annexed by Japan. But Bhutan gets back from Japan with this region. Then Japan takes over this, but now has to fight Bangladesh and Bhutan. And Japan is actually fighting hard. They push them out on this side. And Japan supports Germany, but Bhutan and Bangladesh, they do not. Meanwhile, China, or should I say Taiwan, not China, it gets itself back on its feet, kind of, and delivers large blows to Japan. But then Japan, it starts facing a revolution, which is where all its colonies has still got colonized. They're like independent now. Kenya, and the Seychelles, Comoros, Mauritius. Actually, Seychelles is not part of Japan, like Madagascar was though. They become independent from Japan. All of the Japanese colonies in Oceania, they become independent. Indonesia is back. Germany, they're actually starting to lose a little. Finland decides to do the most important thing it will ever do. It takes these regions of Germany. It then reaches deeper until it's surrounded Estonia in both portions. It then gives the land to Estonia, doubling its land overnight. Then Germany attacks Estonia. If you remember Latvia and Lithuania were, they were absorbed by Estonia because Estonia is against Germany, but the other two were supporting Germany. So Germany starts making independence movements for Latvia and Lithuania. And for Lithuania, it succeeds as while Estonia takes this region, Lithuania declares independence, but it decides to go against Germany, which is why it's annexed.